Alright, everybody. So, there's a bit of stuff going on about archery and what you could do to kind of give elves a little bit of a boost so that they're equal with giants. The problem with that is when you get to endgame, elves are absurd. Like, ridiculously overpowered, you can't stop them. So they're not going to do it. I want to clarify that. They're not going to do it. But I recommended some changes they can make to archery, which would be like remove the aim percentage thing and change it into a power gauge thing, kind of like how Shuriken Charge works, or add some cooldowns to some of the abilities, but just take away the aim entirely. You could do some cool things where bows have draw power that it can charge up, whereas crossbows, because they have a set draw weight, you would have like the mini game, like when you play like the hammer hit thing, where you could, if you're good enough and you time it perfectly, you get bonus damage that's not crit from like a headshot sort of thing, where you have like all these different like body parts listed on a gauge and a slider. It moves up and down, and depending on where you hit, it does X bonus damage, and then all of those have a chance to crit, you know? And it would be something like that for crossbows, where it has more of a skill-based thing and more skill expression in the kit, but you're not worried about missing the shot. It's like, it works kind of how dual gun works, where you load the skill, you aim at the enemy, you click, and it uses the skill, and you're gonna hit the ability unless the enemy gets lucky, right? Same thing for ninja, same thing for chain, same thing for alchemy. All these ranged abilities all do the same thing except for archery, which has its chance to miss. No reason for it. But in the discussion, it was brought up that you can't like stun lock, and that's like the limiting factor. It's what makes range not super overpowered, is that you can't just spam the abilities. But there's an old technique back from like 2008, 2009, whenever it was, called Shot of God. They've patched it once, right? So what they patched is the out of range Shot of God. Can't hit it, right? That's been patched out. This no longer works. You used to be able to do it, right? But there's still the in-range Shot of God. And there's 2 of them on Magnum Shot, and there's 1 of them for ranged attack as well. There's 1 for Crash Shot as well. And Crash Shot is especially hard to hit. All of these are 1 single frame, so the odds of you hitting them are very, very low, and you have to be like mechanically very skilled at timing and getting precision on it to do it like consistently. But I promise you, the frame is there. For Crash Shot, it's right as the bow fully extends and before the character stops moving their arm. So it's like there. I don't know what the aim percent was on that, so I'm going to go to like basically what the max range is and see if I can hit it. Alright, that's pretty far away. I think it moved too close to... There we go, that'll do it. See? That one's hard to hit. And then there's 2 on Magnum Shot. 1 is on the first bounce, and this is the one you kind of don't want to hit unless it's an emergency. I'll explain why in a second, but this one's timing is weird too. And again, these are like 1 frame where you have to hit it. So it's right at the bottom there, right? And you can kind of hit that consistently if you practice, but it's still hard. That one was, I think, like a frame late. Yeah, I'm hitting it too late. Insufficient stamina for what? Oh my god, this character has no stamina. I'm not playing on my main. I'm not used to this. It's tough. But the other Shot of God you can hit, and the one that I use more often. See, it's there. It just better with the salvation though. I only have the BDK on this one. So the other one that you can hit, and the one I prefer, is the second bounce one. So you'll notice when you load range attack, bounce, bounce, and then it kind of like does this like quiver, right? So let's look at that again. Bounce, bounce, right? So there's that slight little like, right? So it would be 1, 2. And that lines up with the animation pretty well, so it's easier to hit, and also feels like if you hit it exactly on that mark, it's like 100% crit. This might not be entirely factually accurate, that is 100% crit, but I feel like there's that one mark where you hit it on that second bounce. You can see how often I'm hitting these. I was late. The full second bounce hit. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nope. Was I early on that one or late? I don't know. That was late. But it just feels like it crits more than the first bounce one. Like that first bounce one is just ridiculously hard to hit because it's literally one frame and you don't have any like point of reference. Where the second bounce, you get bounce and you can see it. You can see when you're supposed to hit it. But the one bounce one, you have to hit exactly when the elbow's like fully extended. Right there. It's ridiculous trying to hit that. With some bows it's easier than others, and hitting it with a crossbow, good luck. But you can hit it. Like, it exists. It's there, right? It's just one frame, so it's hard to hit consistently. And then for a regular range attack, there's a similar one. With some bows, it's harder than others. It's like as soon as your elbow is fully extended. Right? So, like all these people complaining, oh, if you took... Nope, I was really early on that. I'm so used to using it with the salvation bow. It has a different animation. Speed. Nope, too late. It's as soon as your elbow comes fully extended with the range attack, and you can see how quick this animation is. Like, you see how quick that is? You have to hit, like, click as soon as your elbow is fully extended. Too late. Like, it was too late. I hit it, but that was because, like, the percentage was too early. Too late. That wasn't it. Ugh. It's a really difficult maneuver to get. And I'll kind of show you here a different bow. So, Guardian bow. There's the one bounce. There's two bounce. And for range attack, this one's like impossible. Like, it just feels really bad to try to hit that one. You might as well just aim it. Like, you can see this one. Look how short that animation is. Like, I can't even cancel it time compared to... You can see how that one has more of a wind up versus... Like, it just has a different animation. I haven't tried this bow yet, so we're gonna experiment together. Ooh, that's a slow animation. missed that one too. I missed that one too. I don't know. And then for the range attack, how's this one? Okay, this one has the slower animation as well. Like, yeah, this one feels a lot more like the Salvation Bow, as far as, like, the timing goes. I haven't tried it with a Battle Hunter. Can't confirm if it works or not. As you can see, just from, like, the number of things I'm hitting, like, it exists. It's there. Right? There's no way you hit, like, a 50% shot, like, 3 times in a row. You know? I can pull these off in, like, shadow missions and everything else. You know, it exists. It's there. It exists. That's all I can say. Like, it's a single frame. It pairs with the animation very well with some bows, not so good with others. But, like, there's points in the animation where Shot of God exists, and I can't be convinced that it's not there from how much experience I have with it. So hopefully, like, and I'm doing this on like a really low level character. I don't even know like what rank is my like I don't even have rank 1 range attack or magnum shot on this character. So if that doesn't prove it, like, I do it on my main all the time, and I'm so used to using the Salvation Bow. As far as crossbows go, do I even have a crossbow? I do. Cool. You've gained knowledge of crossbow mastery. Perfect. One of these has my bolts. Apparently I don't have bolts. Alright, so I got some crossbow bolts now, and I just got back here. So, with magnum shot, I don't even know if this exists, honestly. But it's like right when your knee hits the ground, I think, is where it is. Like this one, I don't get fully. Like crossbows, I just can't. Like, I don't know if it just doesn't exist for crossbows, because the animation's different. I think that's where it's at. That's too late. Yeah, happens like right when you're kneeling to the ground with the magging animation. And then for good luck with this. Like how do you here's the animation, right? Here's the animation. What do you do for that? Is it like when it raises fully? Like, so I think that's what it is like, but I don't know after the first shot, because the first shot has a different animation than the second shot. So like the first shot, you're raising it. The second shot, you're reloading the bolt, so it plays a different animation. And I've never, like, I know the one for the bow is when your elbow fully extends. Don't know what this shot of God is. If it exists. It might not. It might not. Especially the second one. So, like I can time it, sort of. Like, let me just, like, basically close my eyes and like, just time it like I were using a bow. Does that work? Oop. Nope. Try that again. I guess it's the same timing, maybe. This is a learning experience. I haven't, like, I use the CRX on my main. I still don't know what if Shot of God exists with crossbow. I know it exists with bow. I have no idea if it exists. Yeah, I think there's something there. I don't know what it is. Could just be like the range percent's up, going up pretty high. So, like, I haven't even learned crossbow mastery on this character. So we'll do a few more, because there's 4 enemies here, so I should be able to test this. So I'm gonna just do it like I'm using a bow. Yeah, no, the timing's different. Alright, reset. It's slightly faster than the bow? Is that right? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, because I'm clicking what feels like too early, and it hits. But it's not super early. Oh, alright, here we go. Here's some good practice. Nope, too early. Yeah, it's slightly faster than a bow, I think, is what it is. So, yeah, you can definitely see it. Like, it's there. It's just, like, I'm not imagining things. I just shot 6 wolves in a row. With, like, no aim time, no aim percentage. And you wanna sit there and tell me that, like, if I didn't have to do this as, like, the primary way to use Magnum Shot, you're telling me that if that didn't exist, archery would be too OP? Like, I have to do this. This is the strategy of archery, right? Like, I'm not even kidding. This is what you have to do. That doesn't feel like archery. That's the problem I have with it, is, like, because of the mechanics in place, it encourages that behavior. That's how you play archer in Mavinogi. It's just, this is not archery. This right here, I don't care what you tell me, that's not archery. Okay? This feels like RPG. Right, it's when too late. Alright, I'm gonna get it this time. There we go. Like, you have to really pay attention. And like the ghost screws me up there because I can't see the enemy. Man, that's tough. That is tough to hit. Is that not the timing? I feel like I did and it was. Magnum, like, the whole crossbow SOG is weird. Like, I'm gonna switch to a bow and just nail this sucker. Yeah, see, they patched that one. But yeah, that Shot of God exists. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.